Hi all, Andrew Coates, owner and co-founder of Salt Studios here. So today, just asking how much you trust your photographer. Hi all, so today just asking the question how much you trust your photographer. So I was listening to a online seminar recently and the photographer I was listening to put forth a scenario that if you go to a location, there's a spectacular sunset or a certain spot that your clients want you to photograph in, but you as the photographer suggest something different, do they trust you enough to go along with that idea that you have? So it sort of got me thinking as to scenarios when that's happened for us. So as photographers, we get trained to look for the light. So at Salt, that's the most important that I've always told our photographers, is that look for the light first is the most important thing. You can have the most amazing setting, most amazing backdrop, but if the light's no good, it's not going to be that great a photo. The light is the most important thing to make sure your photos are amazing, and then working with the location. So if you do go to a location, sometimes the spot can be great, but the light doesn't look that fantastic. So it can work sometimes, but often as photographers, we think in this little rectangle that's around me here, in this little box. So we see everything in that format. We look for the light and then look for the location. So getting all those aspects right is what makes the amazing photo. And often it can just be a matter of waiting 5 minutes, 10 minutes for the cloud to go behind the sun to go behind a cloud, the sun to duck behind a tree or a building, the wind to stop, the wind to start, getting all those elements right. So you as a bride and groom, handing that creative control over to your photographer, as scary as it can be, does allow you to get the wow shots that you're after. Going to a certain location can still work if there's significance for you, if it's where your parents got married, where he proposed, she proposed, engaged, where you had your first date, whatever it is. Those locations can work, but the photographer probably needs to go and suss it out first, just to check the time of day, where the sun is, all those sort of things, to make sure that it's not just a photo of the two of you standing in front of a tree, kind of boring and not that interesting. To work with the light and get the best photos that you can. So how much you trust your photographer is a massive element of your day and helping making it more relaxing. You don't want to be thinking it on the day when the photographer's doing your photos, is this going to look okay? Is this going to be all right? You need to have that trust in your photographer before your wedding day. Otherwise, you're just going to be second guessing every shot that's taken. So any questions, happy to help. andrew@saltstudios.net.au is my email, or my website, andrewcoates.net.au, Instagram, Facebook, drop into the studio, give me a call, all those sort of things. Always happy to help.